Alright, the next one is a concept that is not fully finished yet. You will need to have an explanation on a couple of things. I adopted the double house tesh for now, and it's the point of this double house tesh is to waste the maximum efficiency of like a maximum amount of time from JSON with only 2 windows and medkits, and it scales with the amount of medkits. Scales with medkit, medkit, 1 versus 1, viable. Good salt potential. Okay, so how does it work? Well, sometimes you see 2 smaller houses on the map, right? That are in close vicinity on the minimap. Let's say this is the minimap. Oh, I actually almost made it. Then you would look for something like this. And ideally, those 2 houses are not small houses. Okay, but they can be. It's not a problem. But the bigger they are, the better it is. Now, what you need to know about a house, let's take a single door house, okay? Single door house usually has, I think, around 4 possible window locations, okay? But not all windows are open, you know this, right? Some are closed from the start. Let's say like this. Okay, and one would be open in the on this side. Okay, now the double house tesh looks for houses that are like this, that have the open windows in a on this, like in parallel on the same wall. Okay, the reason is very simple. While you only have to jump here and into that, risking at best, I mean, you have plenty of time to recuperate stamina, so you can sprint it. At best, you're risking 2 times damage, and that's not even a lot of damage. So what happens for the killer door is, now let's say the doors are usually not on the inside, right? So a door would be here, the other one might be here. Let's say these are the doors, right? So when you're here and he's still here, he has to come all this way. This is this style of approach, this is his circle. Or he could do it rectally even bigger than that, while yours is only so tiny. Now, what do you need to know about broken windows? Well, a broken window works like this. Roughly, right? I didn't have enough time to like climb through broken windows 100 times, but if you slow vault through a window, it's 50% chance to damage you. We're gonna call the damage 1. Like, okay, no, maybe here. The damage 1. If you quick vault is, you have 100% chance to be damaged. What else? The check for the broken window is at the end. Check for broken window is at the end of the vault. Now, why is that important? Every time you jump through a window that is still intact and then gets broken before you stand up and are fully finished with the animation, this will happen. I'm also not quite 100% sure if it's 100%, but it's pretty close. It's a very good chance to be damaged. So, like, the drill, right? You have an open window and it's normal. You quick vault through it. He breaks it after you. Not only can he hit you with the hit itself, also could you trigger this. You cannot quick vault the window if you are too damaged. And with too damaged, I mean too damaged to sprint, you can die. So, you could still do the 50% check for the window and, like, really push when you use your medkit. But if it triggers, you're dead. Basically, when you're on minimum HP, right? If you cannot run anymore and the damage triggers, you're dead. Now, good traits for this. That would be obviously double the healed spray usages. And that's all you really need. Well, you could also add maybe 20% quicker vaulting. But this is not necessary. Okay, so whenever you pass two houses, and I mean it doesn't need to be exactly straight, right? But like if keep an eye out for the window constellation, and if it's anything you know that is not really long and the doors are favorable, you can hammer Jason, and this is the reason why. So now let's say you can roughly take four, I think it was 4 times you can take damage from a window, and the fifth one would kill you. So you jump 4 times, right? Back and forth, back and forth. We're already talking a minute here for Jason to do that. And then you, if you're like loaded with healing sprays, which is not so difficult if you just, you could technically spawn with one. You could go to a couple of toilets really quick because they always have a healing spray. So now you could be looking at 3 healing sprays. 3 healing sprays, right? With twice the usages makes this 6. And since you're like, for example, saying, let's say the 4 volts take him 1 minute 30 to complete, right? So then you would have to use 1. We're looking at the kiting time only with 2 windows and 1 perk of 5 to 8 minutes. 5 to 8 minutes of raw kiting. Okay. Maybe if we were already on Tesh, quick vaulting out of 2-story, second story window. Slash rip equals rip. Is that the principle understandable? I think so. Enjoy it.